today's topic is actually about management training. What can we do as leaders or as inside sales managers ourselves to prepare us for this role? Because it's not very common that a small team of inside sales managers automatically goes through inside sales management training. You're really lucky if you're part of a big company and they do have a management training program, right? But chances are it's not necessarily inside sales management. In other words, it's leadership training, it's sort of generic attribute training, but not necessarily job training. So here's what you need to include in your inside sales management training program. First and foremost, one of the biggest needs is a cadence or essential meetings. Help a manager plan their day. What meetings do I have to go to? What meetings do I need to plan? How often do I need to meet with people? When should I be doing call coaching? In other words, if we don't get proactive and plan what interactions we need to have on purpose, put them in the calendar, make sure they happen, we're just going to wind up reacting all day long, which means they're probably there or you're probably there till 8 p.m. trying to reply to all the emails that's stacked up, right, while you've been out on the floor reacting to issues. So first and foremost, we like to train a cadence or essential meetings. There's 4 or 5 essentials that we need to make sure is on every manager's calendar. The second management training class we're going to recommend is call coaching, right? Everybody wants more call coaching, but bad call coaching doesn't actually help. And if you haven't been trained on how to give good call coaching, well, let me tell you something, is bad. We've done a lot of call coaching programs or installations, as we'll say, right? Because you want to bring in the strategy and the cadence and the grading and then the skills on top of it. I think I've met like 1 or 2 natural call coaches. It's just not in our genes as great salespeople. We're not always great coaches. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I'm a horrible coach. I do not have the patience. I want to shake people and grab the phone and get it done. All right, so call coaching's number 2. Number 3, goal setting for inside sales. So how do you set a performance or results goal? What are the KPIs that we should be measuring? And what are the metrics that we should be measuring? If we don't help new inside sales managers understand the complexities and the differences between these 3, what you get are folks managing or leading, if you will, talking about results and metrics. Hey, everybody, hit the number. Hey, everybody, more dials. Hey, everybody, hit the number. Hey, everybody, more dials. That's because they're the only 2 levers that we necessarily have, unless someone teaches us the gradient of KPIs, results, and metrics in between. And that's something we need to customize, right? Because what are your KPIs, measurements, and levers? And how do we help managers translate these to their reps? That was number 3. Number 4, managing performance. This doesn't come naturally. Those folks who get promoted, anybody who's listening to this who gets promoted into management, you were self-motivated, right? It's kind of a funny thing we talk about with new managers, that one of the things you'll go through in your first 6 months is a massive, overwhelming disappointment in the people who surround you. Hey, you're all thinking it, I'm just saying it. You were self-driven and self-motivated, and you've got teams of 10 or 15 people who maybe aren't necessarily as big of a go-getter or aren't at that time in their life right now where that's really important to them. So how do you manage performance? And that's the carrot side, right? How do I bring you up? But it's also the giving difficult feedback side. Folks, nobody's good at that. It's really hard to have those tough conversations, especially as a new boss, especially when you're managing the guys you were hired with that, you may still go out drinking with on a Friday night. We're crippling our managers if we aren't arming them with those skills. All right, that was number 4. Number 5, time management for inside sales managers. The cadence or essential meetings get some part of the way, but now how do we help them stick to that? How do you manage your calendar so that you're using all the hours in a day? Because it is massively overwhelming. Oh my God, I spent the first 6 months of my inside sales management job beating my head against a wall. I would work 12 hours a day. I would come home and I would just either drool or cry. So hopefully you guys are handling it better than I did, but I remember the pain. You need some time management skills, and it's not just a generic time management class. It's how do you manage your calendar and your 12 to 15 reps. All right, number 6, pipeline management and forecasting. You're not a rep anymore, so you can't say, I know it's going to close. Everything's 100%. It's going to come in tomorrow. Or the opposite, right? I'm going to sandbag it. Nothing's happening. Everything's at 10%. Now you actually need to roll an accurate forecast up to your leader. So let's give them those skills, you guys. What goes into pipeline? How do I keep it clean? How do I coach my reps on what to put into pipeline? And how do I call the number with more accuracy more often? The next one, I'm on number 8, is account and territory management strategies. We need our managers to help our reps decide how they're going to attack their books and how they're going to attack their lead lists and how they're going to grow each account. Now, this one should be pretty easy for them, right? The difference here, what we're really training with these guys who were your top reps, is different strategies, right? Because chances are they had 1 or 2 tricks in their bag that really worked for them. But also then how to coach those strategies. We need to turn it from that art into that science, because your really great reps have no idea why and how they're really great. So let's help them know it and teach it. All right, the last one I'm going to recommend are some presentation skills, especially if you're in a larger company. If you're counting on that inside sales manager to help you sell the role of inside sales to the field and to other places, let's get them some basics on how to build a good PowerPoint presentation, even for QBR, and then how to deliver that. And that's going to help them with their professional upbringing, if you will, in the organization. There's lots of great leadership topics out there as well that I'm going to recommend, but job training for inside sales management. Here we go. Number 1, the cadence, or those essential meetings. Number 2, call coaching. Number 3, driving performance with goals. It's those results, KPIs, and activities. Number 4, managing performance, giving that difficult feedback. Number 5, time management for inside sales. Number 6, pipeline and forecasting. 7, account and territory management strategies. And number 8, some presentation skills. I hope this is helpful for you. I know that I really struggled when I first took over management training, just thinking, what do I need to train? How do I need to help these guys? I sort of lived it myself, and that helped me a little bit. And the rest of this is 15 years of accumulated success and non-success stories, learning things the hard ways. Feel free to drop me a line if you've got any questions and let us know how we can help. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.